Hello. It is I, Jeffrey K. Horkrams, and I'm joined by Dirty Dwab, Gabriel.
Yes, since the stash, the dirty is permanently affixed at the beginning.
The Tri-Dwab
Yeah.
that you've heard about on the streets. And this is the sponsored Idol Champions stream.
What did you introduce your name as? Jared Holkins?
Yeah, did I really? Did I actually not?
I don't know.
Did I not
That's the thing,
corrupt
is
it?
I was ready to go with you, and then
twist.
you threw me off with the dirty.
Jeffrey K. Horkrams.
Yep.
Private Eye.
Yeah.
So what are we feasting on today?
Today we are going to do one of our newer quest lines and then attack a variant of it. What we're going to first do is try to unlock one of our new variants, which is Under the Lair of Xanathar.
Oh, so you purchase it?
No. This was just new quest line.
Smooth.
So it showed up on the map under our Dragon Heist zone.
The overlay has Amy's info instead of Dwab's.
God.
If that matters. 'Cause even now, we're dogged by Amiford.
Who's not even here today.
No. Well, no. In fact, she, generally speaking, would be here. Mm-hmm. We should check them out on Twitch.
We should.
She would, but she works now at Wizards of the Coast.
Big flex.
Who made the game that they made this game based on.
Yeah.
That's a giant ass crab.
I'm already in a bad spot. So let's throw some familiars to punch the ground in front of us, yeah?
Yes.
Player attack. I'm just gonna dose these out here, and then we'll make them a little bit more specific as we go.
Yeah, you're gonna customize.
All right, so I'm gonna hop back. Let's consider our formation. So, for the first time in a few weeks, I don't think we have any
limitations.
Yeah,
because we have had pretty stark ones.
Yeah. So, chat, please, as I'm playing, suggest bringing in some people once we get the formation going. Let's try to figure out the best maximalized formation, because I think this is the first time we've been able to do that.
Well, I was going to say, we haven't been able to go ham. I mean, we've had dwarf fantasies.
Yes.
Like everyone.
Yes.
But we weren't able to put the whole mix together before.
I will pick our boy Dinar. I am been running Celeste or Dinar, just because marketing reasons. I'm going to say we'll do Dinar this time.
I like it. And don't forget, we have a new code if you're looking for that chest, the Cheesy E. It's Big Oido Nar.
I love it.
But I know what it. I know what it says.
No. I don't think it's muted. I'll check if I can. All right, so let's see.
Yeah.
Let's throw our boy Jim in, because I don't think we even played with Jim on this stream together.
No, and my understanding is that Jim is legit.
He's pretty good.
I've seen Jim be the focus in a lot of DPS.
Yeah, he sits in that DPS zone and does pretty well.
Oh,
all right,
Zealot,
so
enjoy. It's our great pleasure.
Tyrell. There we go.
Mike would be pleased to learn that Jim was top tier.
Does he know?
I'll make sure that he knows after the show.
All right, so never mind. Let's see, Calliope. I do like Calliope buffing the front row, because I think she only buffs the 2 rows in front of her. So I want to make sure that she's getting.
Yeah, that's been the build. That's been the build in the past.
Thrown off my number, so it's potential that she's actually okay right here.
Well, yeah, if it's for the 2, she's going to do these, and you're not really looking to that front for your DPS.
Yeah. All right, let's move along with this as is for a little bit, and then we'll start swapping in people and moving people around.
Yeah.
Let me just throw some.
Round circle.
Friends on.
We are in fact playing on PC.
Yes, we are PC with the controller plugged in, so it will automatically let you know you play with a controller if you want. Yeah. And then it gives you this whole different UI, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, and so, especially when you're playing active champions.
Yes, it makes active champions way more active. All right, so let me do the old check really quick for audio because we're not getting it, although I am getting pop-ups. Here we go. I'm not seeing any mute control, but I know the mute control is also potentially hidden under this one. So we might just have a muted stream because it will take a little bit to fix that.
We shall see. But we can put in de la musique.
Yeah, we can also do a 15% some of our own music for now.
Customize.
Hey chat, please. Shieldmaster, Battlemaster, I never know the difference in why you would do it. So please educate me. So I realized that Shieldmaster only is effective once champions within 2 slots are under attack. So usually in the front line, unless he's in the back line. Or it's just group tactics, so it's same column only. But it's still says in the same column as him when nearby foes. So it's buffing the same column no matter what. What's the difference? The other one just stacks a little bit more. It can. Shield because it does not it does more when it matters. Okay, so when you're being attacked, then it will give you.
Then it matters.
Gotcha. See, I've always done Battlemaster because I was like, yeah, I'll take 100% because they're not always under attack.
It's a lot of percent.
But they will eventually be under attack, and then you'll have to do it.
Yeah, and then it'll be what it matters. Destrator, thank you for the sub.
You choose Battlemaster because you're right-handed. I understand that one. If we are entirely disgusted by the lack of game audio currently, we can't do a pause and restart a few things. But I don't know. What do you think, Ghostly?
It's up to you guys.
I'm okay hanging out here. If you're pumping in a little bit of music in.
I'm fine with this. I would like some of the even just our bass audio would be good.
Yeah.
Our weight audio is very good.
It is actually pretty good.
You know what I mean?
We have some bangers on there.
It's so good. We have bops.
Yep. We have more than a single bop. Just sing instead. That's up to you.
I'm still recovering from this beer.
Shieldmasters, as long as Brunner and your main DPS are within 2 rows of the tank line. Totally. So him being center, buffing our Jim right now, which I think should be he's our current Bud Topper, which is a different thing in the state of Washington, I think.
Well, a few states.
Yes, a few. 22% in the United States or whatever. We're doing compelled duel because we have 2 people in the front line.
Indeed. So they can sort of split up that task. And I hadn't seen this arrangement for a while, but in the last few weeks of content, I've seen that the double tank thing a lot.
We did this. We did this last time, I believe. We were just doing some the Moneylender sub quests.
Yeah.
But we were under this configuration, which is interesting because it does let you give those like the 2 front tanks, then potentially your DPS line, and then your support backline type situation.
Yeah.
It is definitely more unique when you have 1 person in the front or 1 person in the back.
Yeah, but it allows for builds that you wouldn't be able to pull off otherwise.
Totally. Because I use rally most times. So I mean, what makes sense here is he'll be giving 100%. So the options are you can go a buffing rally, which gives you 100% more damage in that column, and then up to, I think, 200% or 250% if the army is currently being attacked or the squad is currently being attacked, the formation. And I guess it would matter more because if you're just blowing through, then you don't really care about the bonus damage. And if you're starting to take damage, then you probably care more.
Stonegy's got a trip. Hey, Ghost, would it be possible the chat thing, it's being covered up like in a very specific way that has only recently become an issue?
Big Boy Dinar is our code.
Indeed.
And it's beautiful.
Perfect.
Thank you. That helped a lot.
No, Nanostool, I believed in you the whole time. I knew that you had it. Let's see. Swap Calliope.
Calliope and Mako, she's buffing the DPS line. So I did that earlier and my stuff dropped.
And
However,
it looks weird.
I I understand that I'm always not looking at that green number, but it's so hard. Hey, it went up this time. I guess she got enough. Oh, because I gave her the spec to make her buff a little bit harder. So never mind, you're correct. So Makos is better when he's not surrounded by people, right? So should I swap him and Jaraxle currently? Let's find out.
Let's see. Makos is the tiefling there?
If he wasn't buffing Jim before. I thought that counts as the second line. Or is it just one line ahead?
Yeah, does it not?
We'll find out.
We should look.
All right, so these two, that's a no-go, but maybe... Where's Makos?
Oh, it's only one.
There we go. Oh, it's only one column ahead. My bad.
So that'll change your builds.
Yeah. So right now we're gonna buff Jim as our main DPS source. Doesn't really matter if she's top or bottom for this. It seems like bottom is a little bit better, but I'm not sure why, and I really would like to know. Chat, please help.
Oh, okay, so she
shields
shields
2
adjacent.
slots away. Okay,
There we go.
That makes
So
sense.
it isn't both things.
Yeah. And then Dinar, he buffs who's around him. So in theory, he should swap with Brunner because he does column.
Yeah.
Or does it not matter? Is it just
Let's see.
because 2 lines ahead? Dinar buffs same row and behind. Okay, so this is okay here. Column as well. All right, thank you. Swap V and Tyrell. Or who in Tyrell? Villian.
Vanya?
What's her name? There you go. All right. See, I feel like it was probably when I was reading a lot about formations and where people generally are positioned, I was always like, Tyrell's always on like an outer corner. Same with Makos, because you don't want them adjacent people for certain buffs. But I feel like I totally missed that one. I don't quite understand all the way for either of them.
This may be the day.
And it might have been because it was like to modify Arkan's usurp power, since you don't want him getting the
exactly.
buffs. So it might have just been positioning around that.
So I have read in when you go into individual characters and look at their, like the things that make them really unique, it seems like there's a build where you focus on all these dwarf friends.
Yeah.
There's like 5 units or so that are part of the same squad.
The shorties, if you will. I believe there's a few people that would buff smaller people, and I think Ishii maybe.
But the new dude with the pokey armor.
Our new Puent.
Yeah, Puent.
He is a small dude.
Yeah, he's in that mix.
I think it's no, not this column. My bad. Is it in Jaraxle's? Yeah. So Ishii has some skills here.
Oh, that are about size?
Yeah. Okay, it's because we don't have any. They do buff. Effectively, you can pick all short people, all tall people type situation.
That's awesome.
I believe it's Ishii. So Jaraxle on the back, maybe let's switch to Polton, because he's going to buff our DPS a bit more. I think that's probably a better call, and the number tells me yes.
Well, and he's our friend IRL. I mean, that's the other thing, right?
Yeah. Base needs to be here to be adjacent to your DPS. Oh, okay, so I didn't realize that she wants to be adjacent to DPS. Additional secrets. And then Makos doesn't buff people adjacent to him, but in this case it doesn't matter because it's those two, whereas we really just want Jim to get that buff. And Jim's buffed by Heroes with Magic Basics. I think that's the fan club, correct? So
The ability.
let's see, who else is... Polton needs to be 2 away from the DPS. So Polton's... he needs to move up 2 Tyrells? Is that true? In that case? Polton is positionally, along with Cathris, advanced enough to where I'm like, oh, I don't quite get it.
You're not 100% sure?
Yeah. So, let's see, Polton... Moving up there, does that put him 2 positions away or not really? Like,
yeah,
does that in between
That's my
count?
curious. That's my thing with the dots, right? Is that center area a dot?
Fan club is who's in the columns in front and behind. Gotcha. Paul buffs just like Mako's, everyone who's not touching him. So is this, he did not need to be 2 steps away from the DPS?
That seems like the opposite.
My favorite thing about this stream is it's mostly me doing a deep dive Q&A.
Yeah. It's a reverse stream. Like the chat is actually the streamer.
Chat, you don't understand. Every time an event comes out, I go to the subreddit and I look through everything and then I just read what everyone's saying. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And then I forget it all. But when I'm actually doing it here and I practice it, I feel like I get it locked down a lot better. So thank you for that.
Gotcha.
Slots have to be adjacent.
You can't have a gap. So the gap doesn't go across that gap.
So Paulton doesn't work so much in Dragon Heist due to that gap. So interesting. So
yeah, Twitch plays
how
out
many
champs.
are adjacent? Yeah, honestly, Spidey Mark, you're 100% correct.
But no,
honestly, if we could figure out a way, and I'm sure Bulin could figure out a way to like program it, have chat argue who's where.
It would be ridiculously easy for him, as you know.
I know. He would actually, like, if he's watching right now, he's probably started.
He would love it.
We already have a white screen with a drop shadow on it. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
Be our hands, yes. Oh.
But I'd seen a message in there from a Kate that they had feasted upon our chests and enjoyed the game, which is good.
I did see that.
It is a really whacked out, complicated puzzle that you can know a lot about and still not know everything.
Yes, someone in a Twitch chat will know more than you, like Gara.
Yeah.
Twitch made, CNE made Twitch Plays LC before, but it's not live anymore. I see, sorry. Yeah, interesting. If I keep clicking the screen, it's a real problem. Yeah, I understand that. That's why, luckily, we have the our friends out front taking care of any of the things that you might accidentally want to click on, our distractions. What would you say the appeal of this game is? So initially, all clickers to me always appeal because watching the numbers goes up feels good, right?
Well, watching the numbers grow plump.
Yes, but this one spins it a bit because you get a whole bunch of new characters and they each kind of positionally affect your formation difference. So there's a min-maxing portion that, like, I think that's where I'm really into it, is like, how can I make this the most efficient using the people I have? Then they all get gear, then you're looping quests and getting favor so that you're buffing them globally for your other quests. And each time there's a new character, which is honestly monthly or more at this point.
No, every time they come on.
Like these games traditionally, you look at the same shit nonstop.
They don't have art.
And then you fall off because you're not looking at anything new, but I don't know. Idle Champs keeps it fresh, and that's why I really like it.
Yeah, historically, it's been text. Like this, optimization, like arrangement genre.
Hostile, I think I picked the one of if she's not alone in her column, because that one feels like you can only do it if she's in the very back or something. But again, I might have blown it. So I do have a respec potion if that. Okay, doesn't matter here. I'll accept that.
We can tap it.
All right.
I'll yield to Gara for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anytime he says it's yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
But Navicus, for real, like that's sort of the thing, is that it looks like one thing. It's possible to arrange things over there and find success in a quest, but what we have found over the last few weeks of doing the Tuesday stream is that the potential for really minute, interesting optimizations is pretty substantial.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't want to keep hitting the same thing, but I learned so much by just streaming with y'all. So thank you.
It helps. And it's fun.
If you play the new expansion of Dungeon Mayhem, has Minsk and Boon also has, can't read that one, unfortunately, due to our screen being cut off right there. Can you pronounce that name? Is that a J?
Yeah. Is it Gilera? Not sure.
I can't see.
Eolera.
But yes, the other appealing thing is you can play this game while you're playing other games or doing other things like cooking, cleaning.
Well, and I didn't understand that from when I first saw your character. Ugh. You were in we're friends on Steam, obviously.
Yeah.
And it really looked like you were playing the game
Always.
24/7. And it's possible to play it by leaving it alone
Yeah.
and earning big time overnight,
Yeah.
right?
It's if my computer's on, it's the first thing I click. It's how I open Steam, which it shows.
Oh, interesting. So you run the shortcut?
Yes, I open Steam via the Idle Champ shortcut because then it'll auto update and start it instead of making me go through that UI to pull that up, which is dark potentially.
It's spooky, is what
But
it is.
that's a good review. Put that on the box. That will never exist.
Yeah, it's like a screensaver with gameplay.
Yes. So, knowing that I have, knowing our formation's set up like this, we're probably pretty good. We just need to make it to 175, I believe, to get this.
To get what you need?
So that we can get to the,
What we want to see.
yeah, the
variance.
The variant. So I'm just gonna pop a posh,
The sped.
just glug glug, speed it up a bit, take it there so we can start a variant for sure. Now, chat, if there is anything that you feel could be better performed via slots or characters and specializations positioning, please let me know. I heard that Polton's not super great in this situation due to his that gap kind of stopping
His
buff.
limitation. Well, yeah, they're just basically that little trench, right?
So if there's anyone else across all of the characters, I didn't know that. So can you explain Xanathar to me? Are you familiar?
Yeah. Xanathar.
Because this is the storyline, and you can kind of see him up there in the back, right?
Yeah. So Xanathar is like a crime boss. Xanathar is a Waterdeep crime boss.
Okay.
Who is also a beholder
Okay.
who also has a pet goldfish. And now you know most of it.
My gaze keeps dropping
Yeah. Yes.
as I realize I know nothing.
Strix. Maybe she buffs Jim because she has a magic basic attack and debuffs baddies. Interesting.
I never hate putting Strix in.
No.
So
You stay Strix in.
so Strix in this case replaces. Is it Polton because his buff's not spreading? But then I guess Strix needs to be within the front or back column of Jim.
Oh yeah, that's the other part. I wasn't sure.
Oh.
Gara, I wasn't sure how deep we were going to get into it.
Oh, I do love it.
So
I
yeah,
read
so
it. I did
they're goldfish, so they die
Yeah.
perpetually. But it always gets replaced by an underling because it wouldn't be worth it. Like it
Yeah.
would not be safe, right?
You wouldn't want to break the news.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. And is he in the RPG, the online? Why can't I remember the MMO?
I would be surprised if Xanathar wasn't in Neverwinter.
I feel like I've seen several beholders in Neverwinter.
There's a few. In fact, we had the opportunity to reuse a bunch of those models. We made a beholder party. We made a beholder. They let us do so much shit, dude. We made a beholder convention, a convention for beholders to attend.
Okay, and how many are there?
And you have to, but there's a so fucking many. I had to name
okay.
a bunch of them.
Okay, I didn't know.
But they all basically just like gossip and talk shit about each other at this party.
With each other?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so you were floating around, and they're just drunk. They're all like out of their minds.
Yeah.
And so you're there in a mechanical beholder suit, and because they're all trashed, they don't really understand that.
Yeah.
And so you
So
basically
it works.
travel around getting all of this gossip and information.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, the spec for Jim, now that I understand Cheer Squad a bit better, the fan club, since he's not really getting that, I guess he's getting it through V and Calliope? Because those two are magic users, right? That makes sense, but I've never actually gone magic. Please help.
That's a lot.
Didn't want to interrupt because I'm actually excited to be educated about this.
They're bewitched.
But I'm at that point where I'm like, now I should make informed decisions versus just picking one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheer Squad. So magic is for when he's support. Oh, okay. So Cheer Squad is kind of when he's DPS. You're wanting everyone to buff.
So right now we're at 68.
Cool. I will listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big bump. Very fast.
Yeah. When did that secret number?
Yeah, I was having CPU issues for sure, but it's specifically around division, and I think a big part of it is their HDR implementation. I'm able to play a bunch of other games all right, but I haven't played Call of Duty on PC in a really long time. Although,
It's hard.
yeah, I mean, I bet theoretically I could play on PC and still join a party with Mike on the
Jim in V
Xbox.
spot. So if I put Jim in V spot, then I lose Calliope buff and Bruner's, right? I mean, let's just do it. See if that number moves around.
Yeah, it can't hurt
It's not going to hurt. Number dropped 2. Let's watch the bud. Oh, interestingly enough, that made V our main DPS.
Instant.
So then Bruner in Calliope's spot. Whew, this is going to be weird. Calliope Makos. All right, hold on. Let's try this. I probably should have saved my formation because I'm about to go weird with it. Hey.
Oh, hey, okay, now
Going up. It worked.
now
Brilliant.
now it went up.
You basically gave her all the buffs. Yeah.
Natalie buff is only one row deep too.
Oh yeah, you are very correct, Relief. I should drop in Shandy to help speed things up. Shandy is in Nayeli.
Now that's interesting. So you're actually
No.
so you're talking
Nope, can't remember.
right now. It isn't about like at the end when you really have to grind it out. It's like how fast.
Yeah, we're just trying to
for speed.
get there.
There was a question up there. Oh, there's a question up there about
Evelyn. Oh, that's our.
Dota Underlords. I haven't had a chance to play Dota Underlords in duos with Mike, but I understand that Dabe has played a bunch of duos.
I played last night.
With him friends.
Don't really stop. We're gonna do dash with him friend.
Yeah. Did you find? Are you still enjoying that dynamic?
Yes, I love it. Still, I think it's brilliant. I'm going to swap Dinar to the front because he buffs same column and everyone behind him. So I think that makes sense because that gives it to everyone. Does that make sense? I think over Shandy, but I guess I don't know her ability to be on the front of Mikos is surrounded. You're very correct. Okay. All right. Chat. Need to catch up. Swap Dinar, Makos, and then Makos and Paulton. When I had Makos down there.
Oh yeah.
Shandy buffs ahead. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's start over from where I'm at currently. Chat.
Because right now we're at 70.
Needs to be behind DPS because she buffs forward, so she should be back row then, correct? This is all confuzzled now. Dinar's not a tank. Well, Shandy's certainly not a tank either.
Think about that.
All right, so we're gonna swap Paulton and Makos. Please. You ever just
I do.
fat finger it?
Okay, we're back up to 70.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're just using, I guess, anyone being up front because we're not actually going to be touching the front. We're not really going to have people attacking us directly.
Yeah, Dinar is good boy for sure. We're gonna be
Shannon
seeing
buffs
some of
within
that
2
tomorrow.
slots any direction based on our adjacent high dex characters. Her other buff affects columns in front, same as Calliope, but only while that column's under attack. Yeah,
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I think Jim's where he should be because all our buffs are pointed right at him.
So there's the Xanathar.
So
You've heard about
Oh yeah, there he is. Pretty large head.
Yeah.
Very
a lot
large
of it.
head.
Bunch of eye.
Shandy from Mikos gets plus 15. It's just when the formation's under attack. You're saying the Shandy buff, right? I want chat to argue it out and then tell me the output. Print it out.
Give us the final
Hand it over.
The final version.
Arrows drawn on the screenshot. Okay. Whew. Okay, so V with Makos. I consistently am looking in the wrong spot for the UI, unfortunately. So I went back down to 68. And then we just lost Makos buff. Don't understand. Now V with Calliope. Whew. Where's Calliope? Wait, V with Calliope. V needs to be adjacent to Jim. Okay, got that.
Yeah, it
is a process. I apologize for being a little slow there.
Yeah, it's like
I could drag and drop.
It's like we're trying to arrange the seats at like some kind of Victorian ball.
Yeah, exactly. We know all the drama. We know who shouldn't sit next to who. But it was a one-move process.
See, Kronroy wants to know why we're not repping our nut.
I think that is a very good call. And Walnut, I've been playing so much Mert that Walnut has been disabled because
too great,
neutral, right? She's neutral. And,
yeah, exactly.
And Mert, you can only use.
She can't be slotted.
Yeah, it can't be slotted. So, will throwing Walnut in here help? I mean, I do love that nut, and it is our friend.
Oh, she's a premium nut. She's got her Grovekeeper skin. She's ready to go.
Yes, I don't want to upset chat and change things while we're trying to figure out the best configuration, so I'm not going to do that currently, but it will happen. Okay, so here we go. Oh man, there's a lot of talking.
Yep.
So Paul with Shandy is still agreed upon. Correct? These two got to swap.
Yeah, Nut's basic attack is with Foremother.
All right. Paulton is fine. No. Okay. Back down. The number went up, though.
It did.
It did. You don't want Makos next to your DPS because he won't be buffing. That's very true. Shandy needs to be behind the DPS. Okay. Now, Shandy and Makos, but that's not behind the DPS. I want to wait until chat comes to an agreement, honestly.
The other part is how it's being explained, because sometimes it's a process, right? This is one swap away from Fine a long time ago, and now it's Gooseville.
Okay, I've got several for Shandy and Makos, so we're gonna do that. Okay, cool. That
big
number
jump.
went up pretty big.
Substantial jump. That's
You must be new. Chat doesn't agree. When we have the very refined, I think we do hit an agreement point pretty quick when we have you can't use this, can't use this, can't use this. Okay, we're stuck here.
When they have
We can figure it out.
limitations,
exactly.
but it's
when you have the full,
if you have access to
everyone open,
the fucking
then I'm
roster,
sure chat will get very heated with each other.
Well, it's because they've got go-tos, right? Mm-hmm. They've got their friends, and it's sort of like Armoire.
Yes.
Armoire likes to build a team that, the base, like the ground floor for her, is that it have her friend.
True. Can we slot in our friend Walnut and not bone our GPS? Again, we are just doing this to get through this mission or this quest, and once we do, then we're going to start the variant, and then we can bring all of our friends in that we want to.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, it's about trying to get efficiency.
Yeah, speed.
While we chew.
Exactly. So we will likely still be able to be fine and get to where we need to from here. But I know that looking at a inefficient formation can be bothersome.
Yeah, to some.
So Gara, who is usually top nerd, I listen to and
I listen to his
I listen to his podcast weekly. Swap Shandy and V for now. Okay. Did Mako's just die? The nut would give you another tank, but you're losing performance and magic from V. Shandy swap with V and then V with... Oh man. I'm told we're at a point where I should stop. But it doesn't mean we have to. Do I prefer Dinar's oh yeah or cool out? I think I do oh yeah right now. Cool out is where the buffs last longer? Or AoE. I can't remember, I apologize. I usually pick oh yeah.
Oh, the Beholder boss has a disintegrate ray.
Yeah, because I was like, man, my number dropped really hard there and I didn't move anybody.
Yeah, so if he gets
and
in
then I saw
there,
a good
someone died. So if he gets there close, he has a chance to just delete a fucking player.
Honestly, I like big buffs, and I cannot lie. I've not heard that before, and it's there, right? It's there.
Doesn't it feel true?
It feels true, but I also feel like if there's not a T-shirt that I can Google right now, then we are underserving our market.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Idle Champs should just make that shirt because they got big buffs all over this.
We got nothing but the whole game is about buffs.
Yeah.
There's a DPS. Yeah, Gar's gonna go out.
Gar, you just gotta say TM and it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as you say TM,
holds up in court.
Yeah.
Going for efficiency to progress faster, so put Deacon in to spawn faster. So I don't know about this ability. What does this? Does Deacon make the enemies spawn faster? So that I guess you can get more kills?
Oh, it affects the spawn rate?
Biggest singular buffs. Oh my god, Becky, look at her buff. That's very good.
It is so big.
Minsk is kind of pointless, but Deacon speeds up how fast they walk onto the screen, which helps quite a lot. So can we put Deacon in here? And I guess, our DPS is probably fine that if that number goes down, but things are happening faster.
And we are rocking them pretty good. But this is...
yeah, and there's no mobs on screen when they're cleared out. Yeah. Totally.
But my favorite part about that, so Gara says, we're talking about Deacon, right? But Minsk is kind of pointless, but Deaking, I don't know if Deaking is a typo or if we're describing the process of using a Deacon to increase spawn rate as Deaking.
Ooh.
You see what I mean?
Like, you're saying a new verb
I
form.
am so excited.
Yeah, see, I only know Deaking from
Right now.
Gretzky's Hockey on Nintendo 64. That's the only time I've ever deked. But maybe I'm currently deking if we swap them in.
The D King, also known as Garwar. It could be Lostos. Why not?
It could be Lostos.
Historically, it has been.
We are currently using Shandy to try to speed this through so that we can get to the variant.
So how is Shandy goosing it?
She has a passive ability that buffs the speed if you are currently not under attack. Like if I'm currently not getting damaged, I am plus a certain amount of speed.
Wild.
So Deacon holds Brunner's seat. Yes. So we would lose that column DPS buff, but we would be going faster. And that's, I think, the goal. Yeah, she buffs the game's speed.
Base.
Yes.
So something like a potion?
Yes, like a potion, but just built in whenever you're in and not under attack. So let's put a Deacon and just see if we can get this go faster.
This little munchkin.
He cute.
Yeah, he level.
I think I've always done Epic Tail, but Gareth says Doom, Doom, Doom.
Well, yeah, for us right now, if we're trying to get that buff all the way up.
What is Story of Doom?
It's more focused, it looks like.
Doom is for easier configuration. Epic Tails, he was adjacent.
Yeah, but since he's down at the very bottom,
okay,
it's got to be Doom, Doom, Doom. Yeah, it's jumping fast. Let's put it that way. It's chewing him up.
I need to look at names when I read that subreddit because I feel like I'm going to see half these people in here and be like, oh yeah, I remember you.
Dude, you're gonna see. Yeah, it's like we have the Apex.
Yeah. We're doing some.
Oh, you can't. Come
Spooked an hour.
Coming with that
freeze.
Coming with that bite.
Yeah, you turn fast forward on 8x. That's too dangerous. I don't know. Do you ever do 8x?
What?
Like when you're fast forwarding a movie?
It's just it's dangerous.
Yeah, it is very dangerous. You might skip, get a spoiler, but you know, if you accidentally close the situation at like 2 hours in, like I did I lost the last 20 minutes of Midsummer, which is a problem.
My suspicion, just judging from the trailers, my guess is that the last 20 minutes is a very different movie than the rest.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I was like, man, when I get to the last 20 minutes of this movie, shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't want to make eye contact with anything currently because of how I feel when I really consider all of that. Whew. Anyway.
So did you ever end up checking out Aniara? I'm just gonna send you the text.
What did you call me?
Hey, fuck you. No, yeah, I'm gonna send you a text. And
Wish
the text
turned
is
to plaid when you hit 10x. That'd be good.
The text for you,
Yeah.
Dwab,
Yeah.
is just gonna say the name of a movie.
Oh, the movie. Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
And you
Thank you
should
for that.
watch this movie
Hey, Mo.
as soon as you can. Step that way.
I just started reading the poem, Jer, which is Increda.
It is Increda.
It's a poem?
Well, yes. So Aniara is so you know how, like we still have them retained like these
We're going to throw some friends.
epic poems.
Pop in some alts.
Like they tend to be, ancient or medieval or something like that. They just write long poems, and that's just kind of where we were at.
Yeah.
Like in the 60s or 70s, I think it's Swedish. This guy wrote like it was a new epic poem written.
Yeah.
But it's a science fiction epic rendered as a poem.
Okay.
And they made a movie based on this poem.
How long is this poem?
So long.
Okay. Like too long?
No.
Like an audiobook?
It's one of the coolest. It wouldn't be that long.
Okay.
It's one of the coolest things I've ever read in my life.
It long.
But
Update Logitech right now, I dare you, is very good.
But get it. Get this movie.
Okay.
Watch it. I think the movie should be watched alone, is my feeling. So just put
Is this what
up.
I said when I was like, you should watch Midsummer alone?
Yeah, exactly. Just put this and just
don't
put this
bring your
over
family
here.
into it?
Just have this over here and then Aniara over here on the left.
Okay.
It's
Will
the
it
worst.
make me sad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like, put it, let's maybe throw like Dance in the Dark, Requiem for a Dream. Where are we at in...
I was devastated.
Okay, so way worse.
By the end of the movie, I was ruined.
What other movies really just jack you up for life?
God, that was something else. For me, the only other time I felt this like just completely desolate. Did you ever play any of the Silent Hill games?
Yeah.
Did you play Silent Hill 2?
Yeah, I didn't beat it, but I did play it.
At the end of Silent Hill 2, I just like I remember because it was 4:00 in the morning. I just like I literally just like gingerly set the controller down in front of me, and then I just sat back with my hands on my knees, hunched over for a little while.
Yeah. I think this is a really good time to talk about emotional response in games. I've had a few over the years, and I feel like the one that I remember very clearly was Brothers.
Oh.
The crux of Brothers. Won't spoil it, but there's a moment in there that I got whelmed to where I had to realize what was happening, lost it for a little bit.
Well, yeah,
Had to come back to
sometimes
it.
people say they have to like. It's like, I mean, I gotta sit down.
Yeah.
It's like that, but I was already sitting down, and I felt like I needed to sit down. So if there's some way I could get that chair into another chair and get the full relaxation that I needed. Yeah, Brothers is gruesome. Like by the time you get all the way through that, Aniara is they were talking about this before, is a cosmic.
Yeah, cosmic depression, right? Cosmic sad. What is that?
It is just like the rest of it is like an epic poem. Imagine depression. Imagine epic depression, right? So you know how it's like you get an item like in Diablo, let's say you get like a boot.
Nabicus, yes.
Yeah, you get like a boot, but then it's like the boot of the wolf, and it's just like a modifier, and it's like, hey, you plus 5, whatever.
Yeah.
So imagine that epic just is like, we're going to take this concept, and then we're going to explode this concept out into something that's universal and meaningful, and after you see it, you'll see it everywhere.
So this poem's like Diablo?
Yeah, basically this poem is like Diablo.
I'm into it.
Just watch the movie,
A lot of bugbears.
but watch it alone.
What parts are bugs for these bugbears? We're murdering them too quick.
There's no bug at all. Like there's zero bug.
Have they always been called bugbears?
No, what you're looking for, I mean, to my mind, here, I'll show you what I mean. Bugbear, I'm going to show you something, and then I want you to tell me if it's a bugbear or not, okay?
Yes.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Are you Googling the phrase bugbear? Because I feel like that would get you what you're looking for.
You know what?
They're bug goblins. They bug goblins all the time because they're bigger. So, wait, are they bugging like they're annoying?
They're bugging.
They're bugging like out, like they're on the way
Here we go. So what's
to the
this?
compound. That's a bug.
Yeah, kind of a bugbear?
Yeah, I would call them bugbear because
Nah, you fucked up. That's an Umber Hulk.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
you fucked up.
Okay.
Bugbears, these are just like big hobgoblins or something.
Big gobs. Are they actually called bugbears because they're annoying? I can't tell if it's a bit. It's from a Middle English word.
Oh, is that it, Laboons? There's an etymology type thing?
Also can't tell if it's a bit, honestly.
God, I was going to ask if obviously bugbear has got some kind of etymological component.
Yeah.
But entomology is the study of insects. It's like, where does it stop?
Oh,
There's
no.
so many layers.
But you do love bug words. Most bug words you're into.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I like a thorax.
You do love a thorax. I was going to go there first, but I was
Dude,
going to try
you
to
can't beat me to the thorax, kid.
No.
As soon as the door opens.
Quickest thorax in the West.
Hug bears.
It's like,
yeah, exactly. Well, again, Umber Hulk, there's a lot of hug potential there too.
goblins are otters. Prove me wrong. No. Okay. Okay, you're wrong.
It's just like I don't want to. I'm just gonna let you have it.
Hug bear is way better. You don't always want a hug bear.
No.
Bear hug?
Oh, legit Middle English word booga.
Okay.
Something that causes terror. Especially needless terror. 1580s. Fuck.
Whoa.
A sort of demon in the form of a bear that eats small children. Oh, so the bug, obsolete bug, goblin, scarecrow. This was before we used the term bug to describe insect. So that's why it doesn't work, right? We're using this modern bug, this colloquial term for insect, right?
So we are considering.
It's a cognate with the boogeyman. Of course it is.
Either way, we're murdering these boogeymen.
Yeah, what's important for them, I mean, I just want these bugbears to understand that we get it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whatever else happens.
So they were named because they are said to be old. But D&D wasn't made super old.
Sure. But D&D
they did
is
some
stuffed.
linguistic research, right?
But it's stuffed with old folklore.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Sure.
Todd Kendrick got a hug out of an Umber Hulk, but his head got eaten off. Okay. During the Chris Perkins game.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to hug one of those. From what I saw, those mandibles are right in your
yeah.
zone.
I mean, if you're gonna hug,
They're
you want
ready to go.
If you're ready to hug, you want to
like a side hug type.
Yeah, Christian side hug.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to get that mandible situation.
Put the Lord in.
Yeah,
between you.
Optimally, yeah. There's going to be a lot of Lord.
Yeah.
Between those mandibles and my trachea.
Mm-hmm.
As much Lord as possible.
Yeah. You want some Evelyn style Lord just doing shit for you.
Yeah, perpetual.
Mm-hmm.
Just take the Lord knob and just turn it up a little bit.
Are you saying D&D and history nerds have an overlap? Absolutely
Maybe.
not. Slumber Hulk puts you to sleep
Slumber Hulk.
permanently. Yeah, I mean,
That's a hug right
yeah,
there.
That's a big hug. Now we do the etymology of mandible.
Yeah, I have actually heard that too, Navicus. A lot of that stuff is in there, and once you get into deities and demigods, it starts to get pretty whacked out for sure.
Slumber Hulk is just a Snorlax. Prove me wrong. I'm adding those for flavor.
Yeah, it just gets,
But I do like it as a setup, as a meme.
tucked in at the end for sure. So we only need 175 to get our feast popping on this,
I believe
right?
so. Once we hit 175, complete the quest, we'll hop out and do the variant. And probably open a dinar chest at least, right? Well, I guess our big boy dinar chest, which is just a gold chest.
We have a special code. It's Big Oido Nar. It's like a Klaatu, Varata, Nikto sort of situation. But there is a chest in it for you. Put it in there. We have no idea what it could represent.
Did you play Sayonara
Wild Hearts?
Sayonara
Wild Hearts?
Sorry, I get hung up on the transition there.
I've been playing that with my daughter Ronya
Yes.
and getting tooled.
Save formation, correct choice. Okay, it's pushing in I thought it was in the left stick. Where that formation save?
I believe in you.
I need to figure it out.
I know you have it.
I don't know if I do. I thought it was pushing in the left stick.
Is it?
Is it also this? Wait, there we go. Yeah, nailed it. All right, so we're gonna save. We had one saved here earlier,
We did.
but that was under
Some pretty gruesome
under
strictures.
some very strict guidelines. So we'll save that. We'll hop back to it, and then we'll start modifying.
No, I play with the chew. It's really funny because it's sort of like
Thank you, Cobra.
if something was going on, regardless of what it is, you would go like to your dad to like fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like what I get called on to fix is like bosses.
Okay.
Like the dynamic is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oh yeah.
I have to get.
Bosses aren't a joke.
The game is legitimately hard. I find it very, very difficult, and I'm pretty like rhythm game.
Well, I have several gold completions.
Yeah,
through them.
for real.
I have a few. I don't have that many.
I'm
enough
I am prepared.
brag.
I am prepared to give you props for
Okay,
this.
thank you. I accept them. If that was them.
Yeah.
If these are them.
Alan wants to know what he's like. What's that bird doing walking on over all those
So that's our friend
circles?
Crowy, and occasionally he steps on one. There he goes. Stepped on that, and then he casts an ult. Each of these characters has a ultimate attack. And I just have a friend randomly hitting them just to do some additional DPS. It's not super necessary here, but if we were up
Exactly.
against a wall, it would potentially clear things out. And then if I chose to take him away, I could play active champions. To
Exactly right. And so
pushing buttons.
he is not dissimilar from the tiny creatures that you can see on the faces
Yes.
down here,
I also have them
or
clicking for me.
exactly, or out there on the ground proper. Essentially, all of those. It is a clicker. It is an idle clicker type game, but even the clicking itself can be automated.
Yes. Can be sent to your familiars.
Yeah, and as you can see, they're clicking like fucking crazy. All 6 of those bad boys are clicking, and we're also on that dust, and so the timing is goosed anyway. And then we have somebody in the game that's goosing it.
Yeah. Oh man, we'll get there quick.
Well, we're
about
basically there.
Yeah. Mo Ugly wants to see you with a mustache, but I don't know if
Oh,
that's...
you don't want any part of that.
Okay. Is that physically possible? Is that a thing that you regularly shave or
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Every
day?
That's like a really important part of my identity.
Okay.
Is someone who gets rid of hair.
Sure. How often do you shave the head?
Every 2 or 3 days.
Is it a long process, or is it just part of like a morning routine?
It's easy peas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't take
I imagine that you've been doing it for so long that you can do it with your eyes closed and whatnot.
It's no problem at all.
But the idea of like
Oh, dragging a razor
hitting
over
the
your.
dick sounds terrible.
Oh no, it's effortless.
Oh, are you a revert machine type situation?
Oh no, I have I use a safety razor, so I have a feather blade in there. I go hard. You
No,
don't
I see
you
that.
don't
That's
want
impressive.
this.
No, I don't want it currently. But in the dark future where this goes away,
In the grim darkness
I
of
might
the-
have to
of the
switch.
far future.
And I accept that, and that's important to accept, I think.
When that time comes, I will make sure that you have the tools that you need for that new chapter in your life.
Good, and thank you.
I will make sure you get squared away.
I don't think things are supposed to be invisible here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
are
that's
a
a lot of
little
that's a lot of invisibility going on over here.
We'll find out if we can beat this.
Well, because 175, we're at the
We might have to do a reset because all my friends are dying.
yeah, it's just Nayeli now.
I think
Boss powering up.
I think I'm dead here. Let's do a restart there, just because it does seem it was a little bit bugged because I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so it's a lot of undead activity here.
Going for power, swap V with Nayeli, and then V becomes Walnut, and save it. Ooh, I'm getting murdered. So much so, I think I'm gonna have to take Crowy off the automatic and do some
Active champions?
Yeah, active champions. So let's disable. Oops, that's not familiar. Where are we at? I lost it. Roaming ultimates. Or I can just take Crowy off, yeah. On a side. There we go.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah, so but
I'm gonna
no,
let those recharge.
if I let the hair on my face grow for even 2 days, Ronya will not tolerate it.
I bet.
Like if we go camping or some shit,
Yeah.
it's legitimately not okay. Like dad has to look a certain way. And she doesn't understand, like she'll look at pictures in the house and understand that it wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
But that's just like they don't feel safe.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
My dad had a mustache or beard my whole life, and he never once came home with it off his face. But my best friend's dad did, and that messed me up. And he was just not even my dad.
Yeah.
So much so that when my partner asked for me to shave my beard because they wanted to see my face, I was like, I have to have some hair, so I have to hold on to the mustache because to me, I feel disarming when I have facial hair.
Yeah.
Which I think is important, I guess. But I feel like a mean old man if I don't have anything. For some reason, I don't know. I want to see Goatee Jerry, though.
Yeah, gotta have something. See, Gara's the same way. And Gara's top nerd.
Top nerd. All right, so
you-
I'm going to hop over, and then I'm going to pop a bunch of
Alts.
as I see that they should
Circle of Death.
fit in.
Sunbeam.
No. Oh, okay. Well,
Post.
All right, cool.
All right, there's your 175.
All right, so I'm going to complete this, and let's just hop into it.
Yeah, it got completed.
We did it. Thanks, team. I didn't save the other formation with Walnut, but I can change that in a second.
Mustache and the Starburns. And what drove you to make the wrong choice?
One time I photographed Chris Straub with Starburns, and
I've seen
he
this
did
photo.
He did it so well that why would I even try it again?
His hair,
All right.
I mean, I don't prize hair. Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
That man's hair is pure magic.
Honestly-
Effortless magic.
Honestly, you could stop it at that man,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well, you know right away.
All right, we're gonna start this Dream of the Beholders. So we're back on some Xanathar bullshit.
That's right.
Ooh, we have a gross one in the back.
Why he plump?
I didn't actually. Hold on, let me see what we got here.
Read it.
A Death Kiss now takes up a slot in the formation, draining the blood of the champions. Type. Deals percentage of each champion's max health as damage every second.
Dude, so this is hard mode.
This is gross, actually.
What's this plump beast?
Disgusting.
A death kiss. Okay, so you should know that inside the beholder sort of construct,
Okay.
maybe you saw that big boy coming in. He's got that eye.
Yeah.
He's got those stalks.
Yeah.
And he's got those chompers
Are
down
they
here.
called stocks?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
But they stay chomping, right?
Yeah.
But beholder, like dragon, is like a genre.
Ooh, I actually overfilled there, huh?
Yeah, true. So there's a bunch of different types of beholders
You want
as well.
someone like Quillic in here to heal. You think Calliope or Quillic? What should we do? Not Calliope. Celeste.
Sweet Korth.
That sweet Korth. We have everyone, so we can do any
like.
dream that you make. But chat, I will get overwhelmed quickly if everyone's figuring it out.
Yeah, Lord Zeras, I
Together.
know. That's one of the weirdest thing about them. Beholders reproduce by dreaming. They'll have dreams about a beholder, and then that thing becomes real. It's just yuck.
Oh yeah, I can level up Dinar. Let me get oh shit! Wait! No, I got to get him to his heal because everyone's dying.
Man, this is whacked out.
Yeah. My bad. You're right.
Yeah, Dinar do heal everyone. We'll just make sure he's getting spec'd right?
And I think he has to be in a certain position to do so. Clope's ultimate cooldown helps a lot. Here, Dinar's healing works, so does Quick. What a gross boy you got. We do have so much gross. Avoid having too many tanks. Does not add more health to everyone. Okay, so we just need a few healers, right? Okay, Dinar heals everyone no matter where he is, so that seems okay.
Yeah, so as long as he's maximum juiced.
Is there anybody else that we want to swap in off the line before we start moving? Nelly is great because she doesn't buff HP. Cool. And so we don't really need Shandy anymore, since we're not necessarily sprinting through this one.
It's not about sprint, right?
Okay, so Acrylic heals everyone. And he's in Calliope's slot, right? So maybe we drop in our bird friend. I like looking at him.
Well, he looks like a fucking baller.
Yeah, no, he's great.
He's so proud.
He's nice.
He's got that sturdy beak.
Buffs everyone leveling behind him. So yeah, we definitely want Dinar more up front. But again, let's just try to get some people in here and we can start moving things around. Or maybe I can start adjusting. I'm going to drop familiars on my slots just so I can get this started. There's always a setup before you start anything new in this game. You're just like, all right, let me get all my familiars out, clicking on shit.
What do they say for Quillic? What do they say is Quillic's race type in the character?
I'll hop right in there. Give me 1 second.
I was just going to say, because there's a couple of terms they could have used.
Kokra. I've not heard that in my life.
Yeah, well, it's nerd shit for sure.
Okay.
But no, our friend Holly plays in a game sometimes with Notorious EJB. Mm-hmm. Seagar.
Have we done? We've always done expanded. I think expanded makes sense, right? Because then it does 2 slots away. Era Coca. Dinar will also heal everyone. I think these 2 healers probably okay to maintain. Empowered. So then we'll get very specific.
The power of his blessed ability based on the number of nearby but not adjacent. Oh, interesting.
See, I read that and I was like,
Yeah.
All right, empowered it is. All I need is 2.
Yeah, no, because our character, so you can actually goose that even further, it seems like, because we have this yucky thing in the back.
Yeah.
I wonder if it counts as a adjacent champion. Probably not, because it's a gross eye.
No, it's disgusting.
So there's
Probably-
a possibility
yeah,
to
probably
get,
doesn't count, right?
I'm just saying there's a possibility to put that special bird where they only have one adjacent person.
Oh yeah, you want to do empowered versus expanded because you're really trying to only go for like that 1 DPS. So you're not expanding, you're not powering everyone, you're just trying to get everyone.
Yeah.
Hyper focus on the one.
Most of the strats deal with that.
I guess am I even keeping Deacon as a question? Because we could swap in Cathris, we could swap in
Anybody.
Brunner.
Vitamin B.
I guess we'll go Doom for now, but we can easily swap someone else in. Yeah, do we want to put the whole C team in for this one?
If we can.
Let's just do it.
Let's see what we get.
Let's not. All right, so we'll get our Beestinger friend in. And that nut. Oops. Grove Keeper nut.
A precious nut.
Mm-hmm.
We got Dinar.
Yep, got Dinar.
We got Rosito.
So we just need Cathris.
Yeah, all we need is a
slot
Cathris.
1. And I guess we should keep Jim in.
Why not?
We know him,
Just keep it happening.
arguably. Okay, so now I'm going to start moving people around, and then chat will tell me.
But we have not been harmed by
it's
these
really dumb.
choices.
Yeah.
These choices have not been bad.
Yes. So Makos we don't want next to our main DPS, so he works there. I've always done extended warranty, however. I feel like because we're trying to do targeted DPS, just don't know where yet. Help me out.
Lots of good stuff happening tomorrow. Sweatshirt for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're gonna do a giveaway.
Get
Of-
that nut cake? Oh, I know.
We're doing a giveaway for Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated
And the
tomorrow.
expansion, correct? Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I photographed those minis today.
Oh, they're good.
Looking nice.
They're
They
really
are.
good, I think.
People have been trying to get AI minis for years, so it was very nice.
It's a funny
for
way to do
work.
it, right?
Yeah, for it to work like this.
And honestly, even just as a set of minis, it's pretty cheap. Extended warranty is the strongest buff, fairly easy to activate. That all sounds good to me.
Turbo, I love you. I just need a simple yes. So I think it's Velvet, right? Velvet just allows it to hit all non-adjacent champions versus efficient bookkeeping is just saving you money, right?
That's
And,
what it looks like.
and I think that makes more sense to do Velvet Touch always, right? Velvet turns them into Makos.
Well, it's money, but reduce the number of coins required to summon the horse person Shadow Demon. So in this case, money is connected to.
Yes, so it does summon. Well, that'll get summoned no matter what.
Yeah.
It'll just take less money. Which
Velvet Touch seems better to me.
efficient means he only buffs the farthest away character, so it makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, Nabocus, that's going to be to celebrate, the next episode of the C Team, which happens tomorrow, right here on this very channel at 4 p.m.
I realized that we don't actually have Rosie in because we are down a slot. So I'm gonna drop Shandy here, I think.
Let's see what the number does.
Well, I can't promise it's gonna be the best thing. Don't worry. Let me get some levels. Don't worry. Maybe worry a little bit.
I'm hurting
Worry a
right
little bit.
now.
I think the thing is like with Jim in there, we also have 2 DPS kind of in the same row.
Getting seared.
And we don't want Paulton next to Rosie. I guess it depends who we would consider our main DPS.
Yeah.
So
Or our good friends.
I guess in that theory, I guess if that is correct, which I don't know if it is for sure, Dinar should swap with Rosie because then non-adjacent to Paulton. Because we don't care about Dinar as much.
We lost a little bit in aggregate.
Yeah, we definitely did. We knew we would lose a little bit just for going the full C team, but we're about to get the Walnut buff that will buff depending on how many members of the C team we have. So I think that might
Exactly.
bring us back a little bit.
Oh yeah, Nabocus, hell yeah.
Oh man,
We're coming up on the end of our 3rd season right now.
man.
We did our Halloween special out in Oz, live on stage.
Shandy's
Of course,
not
we have our Christmas special coming up at PAX Unplugged. C Team is 100% going for sure.
let me get those familiars.
I love that
moved
game.
around. Seems fine.
Yeah, I mean it's
Like it.
it is. I mean, it's the longest campaign I've ever run for sure.
I lost my cursor there for a sec.
There was tremendous thirst. It was some horn, for sure.
Wait, what?
We got horny on main.
Oh, okay.
Horny on main stage.
Oh yeah.
glad you like
the
it.
thing is the Halloween episodes always get really horny, right?
Yeah.
I think Kate brings a vibe
She
with that
do.
voice
That
where you're
husk.
like, God, we all gotta be horny now, huh?
Yeah, exactly. She turns it up with that bleth,
Yeah.
that owlbear.
Yeah, it took Shandy off to put Rosie in, which in this case for our C team friends is okay.
Yeah, Volvo and Acura were elite level characters for sure. I got to give them an opportunity to come back.
Jerry, those are cars, those aren't characters.
Well, their boss is named Mitsubishi.
Okay.
I didn't come up with
I
this,
know,
dude.
I'm back into it.
You know what?
As soon as the boss is named Mitsubishi,
Does it help at all if there's a
for
power
the
structure
They
involved?
could work for the Kentucky Corporation. I'm into it.
Yeah, Chris has that character just in his back pocket, like it's clear. Well, basically, we had Graham in, and I wanted to have Graham. So I used Graham to do a specific thing. So
What was his character's name? Like Dank or something?
Snack.
Snack.
And so Snack came in and
Dank happens.
came into the new, came into this new place. And I really wanted to use Snack to
call Giant
introduce. Yeah.
Giant Dwarf just pointed out that because you're always getting hit, because your life force is being sucked, Shandy can't actually pop
So the
shit.
passive isn't really there.
Which means that when under attack, I don't know if that's true because Walnut should switch to Wolf Nut when we're under attack, right?
So it may be a different.
Yeah, I apologize. Please continue.
But that's the basic thing is he basically came to bring an object into the game. And so he's sort of like traveling through and he's not always with the party. He doesn't really meet them until later. But I wanted him to be able to have an interaction with the table that had a fun social vibe, even if the characters weren't together yet. And so I had Amy and Chris be the guards that were searching his bags for contraband because he was coming into the city. And they did it. They went so hard on this bag searching thing. It was a good cop. No, it was like a good cop, bad cop thing. So imagine Cathris as the bad cop. And it's legendary.
Can I look at Walnut's buffs?
We can.
Let's do it. Let me hit that button.
It turned out good.
So we got incoming, outgoing.
Walnut uses Wild Shape to turn into a wolf whenever she's being attacked. Okay.
Let me see here. So these currently what's happening.
Yeah, Shazma. He was also tender emotionally, for sure.
Nut goes to wolf when she's attacked. True. But I was wondering if
We've never seen it once, though. So
the health debuff that is happening counts as attack, but it doesn't.
it can't because she'd be a dog 24/7,
Yeah,
right?
always dog.
But man, so is that healing that's coming out here? Is that just Dinar and Kulik?
Yeah, it seems that way. So Dinar heals people who were just damaged, I believe, and Quillic is always healing.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're keeping topped off.
Let's see how it works. Actually, let's go. So we got outgoing. Prayer of Healing heals all damaged champions for blank per second.
Oh, and the farther you are away,
is increased non-adjacent additively for each traditional slot. So yeah, we do want him for this from our main tank. So in theory, he'd be best in the furthest back row, but I think Mikos is probably better there just because we wouldn't want to swap those two.
No. And then Dinar
Let's see how Dinar works.
is dishing up
Outgoing.
at a passive level.
Aura Vitality. Every second Dinar targets a champion that has lost the most health percentage basis, giving the healing buff that lasts for 10. So it
gives him a hot to handle anything else.
Yeah. That's good.
Hell yeah.
So that hops around every 10 seconds.
They do.
I love it. Usually I run Celeste as my healer. I was running Quillic a little bit right when he came out, and he's very fresh because I love his art.
It is good.
But who's he in the same slot as? Calliope? I just love Calliope too because the damage buff is what I'm after most of the time.
Right.
I did realize that we haven't got our own free chest. And why
we should.
Why don't we?
We should eat a chest right now. They have got this under control.
Yeah. We got Big Boy. D-O-N-A-R. Supply. Opens regular gold.
Gold chest.
All right, so I do have several gold chests, but let's just pick one off the top. Fladao.
This is the chest.
This is the chest. I love those boots. I love the look at them. I love them. Love the look of them. All right, we got some dupes.
We can take a buff.
It's okay.
We can get a buff for that.
Let's reach deep. Let's go for 6 here. Let's
go for
see if we can get. Oh boy.
Let's eat 60.
Let's see how it goes.
Hey, Tyro's in there all the time.
I need Tyro. Got a purple form. Hell yeah. Dritz.
Oh, Guinevere.
All right. So, what are the greens? Chat. What did I just see? What did I just see?
Feats.
What's that? Feats? Oh, it's a feat.
Oh.
That's good. I didn't realize that. It's a feat. Holy shit. That's awesome.
That's really good. Data tech. Yeah, agreed.
Hell yeah.
Agreed. It's very surprising. New équipement. I didn't even know you could get the feats in that
I don't have
box.
Calliope out right now, but you know I'm going to throw that feat on it right away. Because I think she just has like a 10% buff to everyone. So now that'll be a 25% buff.
That kicks ass.
Pretty significant. I hadn't opened a feat in chest yet, so
What
I
a
feel
delight.
I feel very delighted.
I feel invigorated.
Great job, everybody. We did it.
We can open chest.
So, let's see. I think, so isn't there a Walnuts spec that you choose C-team buffs? Is it around them, around the characters, or is it just dependent multiplier based on how many there are in formation? I guess we'll find out once we get there for sure.
Well, yeah, because it's whatever its theoretical maximum is.
Yeah. You know, I still might drink a juice. A less heavy juice, but I'll drink one.
Well, yeah. You don't want to like fill up.
Yeah, exactly. Nabicus,
Thanks, Nab.
thank you for dropping by.
Much appreciated. Nice to see you.
Join us live tomorrow for the C-team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. 4 o'clock.
How many C-team buffs are?
Oh, it's the opposite of what you were thinking.
Cool. So is that a reason to go with the matriarch? Because then it's hitting walnut
Interesting.
more? Or is it still already hitting? I don't know yet. We'll find out. Chat will help.
But it happens when she hits a certain level, right?
Yeah.
That's another split.
Yeah, we'll have another forked path. I think it's effectively, do you want to do C-team or non-C-team? And in this case, we're going to do C-team because we have the full team out. Unless, yeah.
Oh, so Dinar should be in the same column as her or in front? Oh, to make sure she's getting conferred?
So can our squishy friend in the back died right there. So it seems like he can get hurt. He has health.
Fast.
Yeah. So if there's AoE, so those gases were giving AoE to everyone.
Oh.
But he wouldn't be attacked directly unless it was a random.
It has to be
like that
AoE.
laser attack that we saw.
Yeah. So he does, or whatever that thing is. It is considered in our party.
Yeah. Walnut's second spec buffs document C for certain C-team buffs, or buffs it for each non-C-team information. Is it because of the ratio of C-team members possible to none? Is it always worth it for the non-C-team, or is it more significant for the C-team people? I assign in my brain Xanathar to have a voice. And it's very loud and powerful, but it sounds like he doesn't realize he's talking that loud in my head.
I'm trying to think. There's a few different takes on it. I think that Neverwinter does have a take on the voice. But I've also heard some very silly takes that I think are canonical.
I feel like you'd get pretty
voices.
goofy with it, right?
Yeah.
The goldfish thing cinches it for me.
Yeah, that he's a bro.
Yeah. I brought up Sayonara Wild Hearts and didn't talk about it. I meant to talk about it back like an hour ago when we were talking about emotional response. I wept from that one at the culmination again. Do you recall? I don't want to discuss.
No, we're still trying to work through it. So here's your buff.
Each target of Documancer is buffed 100%. For each of these buffs also affecting the target, Unseen Encouragement, Dinar's Sleep by example, and Rosie's Deflect Missile. Okay, I think we're going to do it just because we have the full squad out.
And then it's a matter of tuning these
so
to make sure who is getting them so they get goosed.
Now in theory, we would want to move Dinar where Nayeli is, but that always feels bad not putting her in the very front of the formation. I guess we'll do it and see if the number goes up significantly or it gets nothing. It's a decent enough drop that I don't think it's worth it.
No.
Currently.
But I suspect there's going to be good input because now is when we're talking about the fine.
Yeah. Now we're getting fine tuning based on who we have in the season.
The fine adjustments.
Jim and Rosie should have all the buffs already. You could swap Dinar and Walnut. Yeah, I guess that works too. But I do love that having that wolf nut out. But if our number doesn't drop too hard, I'm down. This number buzz all the characters.
Yeah,
Give
let's
me a
take a look.
Christmas feeling. Hell yeah.
Jingle bells. I'm starting to feel it. As soon as when I drove in, it was all fog, like on the bridge. You
It
couldn't
was
see.
so foggy.
You couldn't see
No.
anywhere. There's just like this tiny orb around you.
Mm-hmm.
So that did not have any negative effects on the.
The number turned red, but the number didn't actually change.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay. I think when things get serious and stuff starts being attacked, I think we need that wolf.
Might have that.
wolf
Might
nut
have that
first.
pup.
Non-adjacent to Velvet Touch Cthulhu. They're behind Dinar's column, just erosing within 2 different slots. We are doing Cheer Squad. I do like fog. Yeah. The thing is has anyone ever walked outside their door and not said out loud, "It looks like Silent Hill out here"? I don't think you can not do it since the game came out.
No, we have.
Or film, depending on how you.
Exactly, but we can definitely execute a Silent Hill vibe in this town.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. It's a specific combination of Northwest and fog.
Yeah. It's
Oh, Rambina wants to know what it means
Alan
when the
Wake.
number turns red or green but stays the same.
I think that is since our number is actually like this long because of the exponential.
Yeah,
Power.
there's some slighter adjustments.
There's like numbers,
there.
numbers over here changing, not so much on this side.
Yeah, just a change that doesn't get out to in this
Yeah. Which is
beyond the hundredth
yeah.
place.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, 3 places. You know when you're young and you don't know how to pronounce names you don't know, so Drist was Drizzt. Oh, everybody said Drizzt. And then Guinevere was G.Y. Venhar. Oh, that's amazing.
What are you talking about? Oh, for the D&D Live?
Oh, just Guinevere. Guinevere
Yeah,
is Drizzt's
Oh, okay,
pet.
okay, cool.
I don't care about the correct way now. It's been too long. Oh yeah, I was stuffed with stuff like that. Since I spent most of my time reading D&D books, and it's a bunch of weird ass words, and there's no pronunciation keys for any of that shit. I still have to figure out what those things are pronounced like. I find them out on D&D Beyond. I still do this to this day. Oh yeah, I had no idea what the fuck these
What
things are.
was the last thing that you
Beator.
you mispronounced? Okay, you have it ready for you. I was going to try to think while you were.
No, I thought it was.
thinking too.
I assumed it was Bator
Yeah.
or Baator,
Okay.
like Baal, or right?
Yeah, yeah. Is it Baal?
No, it's well.
I've always said Baal.
Yeah. That's another classic. And when I was reading the Bible,
Oh, when I was playing Diablo, doing Baal runs.
Bale, exactly. Christian Bale.
Uh-huh.
No, I was definitely in for Beator, and there's a bunch of those official pronunciations. I think are our boy Matt Mercer.
Oh,
It sure sounds like him in there.
I'm sure it is.
No,
It has to be.
The official pronunciation was Beator, if you can believe it.
Undercommon is French. I don't even see. Was that a mind flare that showed up and then just died? I couldn't tell. It was just a caped figure.
Yeah, what do they say? Usually, it's like people who pronounce things wrong. They tend to have learned those things from books. Like they didn't learn it from talking to someone because they would have inherited the pronunciation.
I definitely didn't say Hermione when I first was reading.
Oh,
Harry Potter.
Hermione.
Yeah, Hermione was my go-to. Or hemorrhoid. I was like, why does it sound so much like hemorrhoid? That's not a very nice name.
Hemorrhoid.
Listen, I didn't sound it out so much as I just blasted the letters around.
Wow. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that it's actually Baalder's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little known treat
Yeah.
for the.
I remember the guy in Babbage's correcting me when I picked up that early copy
Babbage.
of Baalder's got. What is it?
Baalder's Gateau.
Okay.
Yeah, GT. Hermione. Sorry, Pierre. It's gate as in GIF. Oh yeah, I should mean Jate.
Alan, what were you mispronouncing? No judgment. We're actually we're confessing. We're getting
support
our chest
you
right now.
in this.
Getting it out of your tongues.
So what are these?
So a matriarch, which I've never ever really done, is when your formation is mostly females younger than, Rosie, and she's rather old, so it works out.
She is, yeah.
However, Shadow Art's 300% more attack is great, and our main DPS is Jim still, so Matriarch won't affect. So is it worth just doing from the shadows? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
I will wait till chat says one thing, and I'll pick the first thing to say.
I'd be curious to see if anybody has an opinion on it.
I don't know if this one's necessarily.
Because she's not like
If Jim
main
went there,
DPS or anything.
yeah, it'd be from the shadows 100%. Oh yeah, God, eating fish is good. Specs don't matter. You're very correct. Oh, number went up a lot.
Yeah.
And now our bud switched to Cathris. There we go. Okay. I was like,
it was alt.
It's because he ulted.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Something happened.
Oh, my grandma thought Febreze was pronounced Fabergé, like the eggs.
Ooh, that's good though. I feel like I would do
love
that.
it.
You would do that at home.
Oh, for sure. Oh, my mom was all about, because not well-to-do, so it's very important to make things seem fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had faux French pronunciations for a lot of incredible products.
Uh-huh.
She still says Target
I like saying Target.
to this day.
It does feel nice. What's another one? I feel like there's a fast food. Well, you can say the BK Lounge, which I've heard several times.
BK Lounge?
Yeah. But that's not French. Wi-Fi, hello.
Let's see, 3 Please says, my daughter's middle name is Dallyll. Is
Bucket
it?
pronounces bouquet. I do like that too. It's good. Yeah, I definitely call it Chipotle only because the first time someone asked me if I wanted to go to Chipotle, they said Chipotle, and I knew it was Chipotle.
And you kept it.
And I was like, I'm consistently making fun of this person. Sorry, Susan.
Long John Silver's
She's not watching.
dining room.
Ooh, that's good.
It's
All
prodigious.
caps, each letter,
Yeah,
very
exactly.
specifically.
God, is it Dallyll?
Dahlia?
Dallyll, maybe? Go
Dahlia.
sort of
Dahlia?
a supernatural vibe. Try to do some ancient angel type things.
DL. You would. You would is all I have
DL.
to say.
Nice.
Respect for when you and Chris performed the DLC intro at Oz. I really liked it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
No, it was
I
so
love that track.
It
It's
was
very
so
good.
fun. I was so glad that
I'm glad that you both
he still
fired it off,
remembered
yeah.
it.
Because
right?
it gets hard in there.
Oh yeah, once it gets into the 16ths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I lose it because it's too much.
But it can get really weird. Like the holiday one has got some really crazy phrasing in the in our rhymes.
I remember that one very well.
BK the King's Table. Yes.
The King's Table is actually pretty good.
Wi-Fi says, "Hey, Jerry, now that Amy is joining the WotC staff team, how long before the entire C team is employed by Wizards and the show moves to the D&D channel? Oh, that'd be great. I support it. I support it 100%. In fact, my understanding, I think, is that Armoire is going to come up from the Wizards office on Wednesdays to the game. They'll carpool from down there up here.
Rambina, generally, you're not changing too much. However, if you do unlock a spec that does change things quite a bit, you will move stuff around.
Or consider it.
Yeah, so you'll at least consider it. Specifically when getting some of the later game friends in, like, why can't I remember his name? I said it earlier, Arkan.
Arkan the Cruel.
Yeah, his positioning stuff is insane at the end once he finally gets that, but that's like way late game. I heard Amy's going to be here like 2 days a week now.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is that she's not in the office every day there. I mean, obviously she has a full workload, but
40 hours.
But she can do this work, like even 3 days a week. Even she can do that work away from the official office.
Yeah,
which is kick ass. But no, I had the same feeling, Ghost. It was just really a legitimate, unironic blessing to be able to have as much Amy as we did.
It was
during
nice.
during that time, and the only way to say it is that we took full advantage of that time. We maximized our Amy
It's extremely true.
approach at that time. We can't say that we didn't maximize it.
That time was right around when book was being worked on, right? And just ended recently. But I mean, secret things I know that more people could be working on. Who knows?
Oh, definitely. Always good stuff. And she just turned in her last couple projects for us.
Yeah.
Wanted to wrap that up. Yeah, ROA, return on Amy, exactly. We have to consider the idea, Funk Police, that these small creatures are addicts.
Yeah, well, what we don't know is what is in one of these speed potions, right?
But they are potions of speed. I
It
mean,
just has yellow fluid,
they help
streaks
us.
of black swirls. It swirls on its own.
But it is called a potion of speed.
Yeah.
This is a recognized
okay, no,
material.
Right. No, you're right.
Right? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I mean,
they can't come right out
can't
with it.
say that.
You
Like,
know
a
what I
cop
mean?
needs to say the actual full name for it to for him to arrest you for.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. It's like a magic spell.
Uh-oh. My potion of speed. It's locked on screen. There we go. What is this game?
Orenfeld,
Great question.
What is even
An hour and
this
a half
game?
in.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Fortunately,
say.
after we explained. Do you want to go for it?
For sure.
Generally, I fire off right here, but it's your turn.
For sure. I mean, usually,
I'm gonna do this.
Pixelgraph, thank you so much. We do manufacture wizards
Honey
at
and
an
soy
alarming
sauce.
rate.
Blech.
So our thinking on this is that it is a game in the clicker.
Yes.
I would say that it's clicker derived,
Yeah, definitely.
but its purpose.
It's not an early clicker. It's
Yeah.
definitely a late stage
exactly.
clicker.
It's a post clicker. Because we're not note that we're not clicking
That's-
at all.
No, we are not clicking. Post clicker for sure.
This is in the post clicker genre, and fundamentally.
Also write that on the box.
Yeah, exactly. But and also make a box.
Make a box. Write a few things that we said on it.
But the hook is basically, it's a game about optimization. And so we have each of these
Like, it's good.
each of these slots that we have around here. We can put a character in. Each of those slots has a few characters that are available for that slot. And the game ultimately, imagine a slide puzzle combined with an RPG. And that's basically the type of gameplay that we have in
yeah.
Idle Champions.
You're just trying to maximize
Exactly.
how far you can get.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have a loop of doing quests.
But the game itself is about those. Ultimately, the farther you get in, it's about very minute adjustments. It's really about tuning at the end of the day. And then eventually, right now, you can hit a point where your configuration isn't sufficient to handle it, to handle the level of dangerous content coming your way. And there's a period of time where you can actually push farther than the configuration would even allow by judicious active use of the ults that under ordinary circumstances.
Or potions that give you temporary buffs.
Exactly right. So eventually the idle game becomes a much more active game and you can get some benefits that way. But that's the basic hook. It's a game about, basically an optimization puzzle.
But because it does play in real world time, you are encouraged to just do other things while it is running.
True.
Like play duos and Underlords with your friend Jay.
Yeah, Wolf from PDX, you got to 175 for the first time.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations. That's plump. What's the farthest we've been on here? Is it 360?
Oh, Jim does have a box. You're right, Spidey Mark. We can write it on Jim's box because that's the closest thing in this game to actually having a retail box.
True.
Sorry, what'd you just say?
What's our cap? Like, what was the wall that we hit on our stream? It was 360 something, right?
Yeah, my highest I think is in the 460s currently, and that was under the Fool's Night event. So I imagine that might apply to a different night. And then tomorrow, oh shit, I forgot. I think tomorrow there's a new event with a new unlockable character.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. She was playing with the High Rollers. It's not on the sheet.
No sheet.
Gaming with the High Rollers. I can't remember her name, unfortunately. Sentry comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was sad that it was not today because I was like, oh shit, we'll just do Sentry Quest.
Exactly.
That sounds fun.
because I had seen the retweet from
You can check
Sherlock
your highest
Holmes.
area and achievements page. I'll hop on that in a sec. The event definitely helped. What was it about that event that felt like I could breeze through it a lot quicker? Is it just because I was really going for all the gold chests for everyone? Because it was like dinar and Krond.
Oh, it was a super rewarding.
And so I kept on doing everyone's gold chest, so I kept getting a lot of favor. Because I was like, you know what, I do need to patch up dinar at the time. Silent Ill.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know, is Silent Ill?
No, it's not Silent Ill. It's Silent Hunter 3. Real-time gameplay getting on with your real life while you wait for your U-boat to spy allied shipping. For sure.
My brain replaced Silent Hunter 3 with Silent Ill, which I thought was kind of fun.
I obviously makes sense.
That's my rap
summer.
name. My rap name, yeah.
But no, I have a friend who is an engineer over at MS, and his personal, like the types of games that he plays for enjoyment on his own time are all crazy pants sims of this kind.
Really?
Where games without time dilation, games where it might take a real serious amount of time for you to go from a place to another place.
Yeah, so,
where you might see something.
So Death Stranding.
Yeah.
From what I'm told.
Well, yeah.
I don't have it.
80 hours? I guess
60 to 80 is what I've heard from Giant Bomb.
it can be real hard. I guess the boxes get packed, they get stacked up
You
real high.
got to stack them up really fucking high, and then you can't hide in bushes.
Funk Police, that is the Shadow Demon that his Hordes person ability jacks up. Man, it's going whack. It's getting wild
I
back
think
there.
that might be, I'm not sure what's happening exactly. He should be attaching himself to the lowest DPS on the board, and thus increasing that person's DPS.
But that is true. Spidey Mark is correct, Funk Police. If you are connected with the lore of the C team, let me tell you about our lore and savior. No, that
Lore and Savior is pretty good too.
that Shadow Demon has a specific name, and what's ridiculous about him is that so Cthulhu has the ability to summon shadow demons or other types of creatures, but he has consistently summoned this same demon, and by the time he has summoned this demon, they have usually worked out whatever the problem is. So they've summoned this shadow demon multiple times, and he's never had an opportunity to accomplish anything.
All right, I got it worked out. Elevator pitch. Excalibur Book 3 is called My Lord and Savior, and it's about all the religious sects in D&D.
Oh, I would love it. New poems, but the best part is that you could approach that so many different ways. Like some would just be hymns, right?
Yeah, you got to get that audible reading for sure for that one.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Have you played as our friend? I guess what's the name of the game I was just talking about?
Death Stranding?
Yeah. Have you done that?
No, because we don't got no code.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it's not quite out yet, right?
All the coverage is out, but
all the coverage is out, but
exactly.
I keep on.
There's always that weird little.
I keep on thinking like, oh, everyone has it now.
There's always that tender little period there. But no, I do not have access to it. I have a pro.
I'm so interested for you. I want to hear your thoughts on it, or at least I might want to go watch you might play it.
It sure looks like a goddamn. This looks like a Steam early access survival like
a Rust
wank fest. Yeah, exactly. Which is not a problem. I'm saying those games are quite popular on Steam.
I didn't realize that he makes their damage, match the highest DPS. That's rad.
That's an amazing skill.
Why didn't I know that? That's why he pops up in the hut or the bud down there.
Oh, that's why he's hired by the pink coins.
Yeah, so the pink coins that go straight to him.
Yeah.
Are what pay.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know how long I can. I'm not sure if I have 80 hours in me, but I am really, really curious about these landscapes they're showing off in those videos.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof. There's just so many systems, and the reason why I don't play JRPGs is because there's too many systems on top of each other. And this is not a JRPG.
No.
But it does seem that there's a whole lot of systems.
They're stacked up
the problem is I like systems, and I like to know them intimately.
Well, you want to master them.
Yes, and if I cannot spend 100 hours a week researching this, I get frustrated, or if I quit for too long and come back and I forget all the systems, that's the most frustrating thing.
Well, because that is what you like. That's why I
ditch games.
Well, it's like when we play Dunderlords.
Yeah, I go hard in a game.
And every time they drop a patch, it's like there's a bunch of new systems to get.
Yeah, and usually I'm texting you about it immediately. Like,
But now they have jail too, right? And so all of your systems have to account for these daily shifts.
yeah,
as well.
I do a jail check where I click on it and I look and I say, shouldn't run these guys, shouldn't run these guys. Warriors are bad today because Warlord's banned, stuff like that. So
It's true. Angus,
interesting.
Is Lexcalibur going to be reprinted time soon? We have already actually ordered a reprint.
Is it sold out right now?
Right now, it's sold out.
Damn, that's the book we can't keep in stock.
I know. We brought the rest of those down to Oz, and they got chewed up.
Yeah, at
So-
Gen Con, we sold a fair amount too, and I didn't expect that to move at all.
Yeah. It's a super cool book. But no, the reprint on that is coming back soon. But the fantasy scenario, this is the 4th printing, PMR.
Damn.
The fantasy scenario is that we have the cool physical copies, which is basically like the awesome version.
Yeah.
It's like the director's cut version. It's a fancy pants. It's got the dust jacket and the gold leaf and shit like that.
Well, the thing is I like the book without the dust jacket too, just because
I always show that off.
So good.
That is the best feeling when somebody has bought it, and then I say, "Have you ever looked into the dust jacket?" And they're like, "No." And then you show them this like gold sword. It's fucking dope.
Did it for me. I can't remember what book I bought. Maybe it was a Shel Silverstein book because it just had his signature in gold foil on the back, I think.
Nice.
Something like that. That really got me.
Nice.
It might have been, you know what, the Thornwatch hardcover has a really good imprint in it too.
Oh, it is tasty.
It's powerful.
It's actually really, really nice. But Angus, so we're hoping the stopgap for that kind of stuff. So that stuff will be on the way. We should have those for Christmas and everything. The hope is that we'll have it on Kindle at some point too, so that even if we don't have the physical version, or if you're not interested like in an EPUB or the PDF version, there's a really easy way to get a hold of it. The fantasy play for that is that we can put the audiobook we've already recorded and attach that in there as well. But
Yes.
they're weird about that
They're
part.
so weird right now.
It's like we already have it all done.
Yeah.
And they're like, well,
I finished that project so long ago.
Exactly. And then they're like, well, why don't you consider one of our incredible readers? And it's like, no, it's actually done.
Yeah, we
Bezos,
did this
it's-
for you.
We're good. Just let us upload them if that's okay. With you.
That software sucks. I wish it was better.
But you had a chance to feast on the their authoring tool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feasted on my dignity, honestly.
My most tender
Yeah,
portions.
yeah. I think I exported a version that works, by the way. I think we're good.
What
I
is
just
going
don't know
on?
what to do next.
What is going on with this DPS?
Well, what do you mean?
It seems like it's bouncing like really strangely up and down. Or
Yeah,
it was
okay, so
before.
let's see. It's dropping back down significantly. Okay, it stopped. So I'm imagining that it might be when...
Is it connected to health?
Is it when Jim goes into his box? Because I think he gets a damage buff when he goes into his little hiding box.
Oh, okay.
So it could be related to that. It's probably related to another character's...
Oh, okay. Or I
Alt,
might have seen
potentially.
it.
Oh no, I don't have anybody's alt phone off right now. So let's see what happens. So now it says that Chris is our main deeps right now. But that's just because the Shadow Demon.
It's because of Grave of Men.
when Nayeli
When
gets
Nayeli gets attacked. I see.
has that happened yet though? Oh, no, I guess that counts. Lasers count.
He's about to get Zan.
Gym box, 4-person documented wolf, not Nayeli being attacked. Those are all things that will modify
There we go.
our bud.
So now we're north of 74.
Yeah. But now we're dropping back down.
Funk, I could look into it. I could try to figure out exactly what it would take, what the difference is. The truth is, I have kind of a cool inside line on how to make stuff like that happen through our own EJB. EJB works for a printer of games and books. So there's probably a really cool,
Game books.
some game books, yeah.
All right.
And some traditional books.
Yeah, I feel like we can
There might
work a deal out somehow.
there might be a neat angle for that.
Bring them a keg of spicy beer.
We can talk to the person who likes to drink the most
Smart.
and work it out.
Do you have a thought in your brain for when you want to start doing Lexcalibur V2?
Well, the writing's already started.
Good.
my fantasy, let's say maybe I should just say the book should be done by the end of this year. In my mind, I should just say, hey, this.
And that's the writing or the writing?
Right, just the writing.
layout? Okay.
Just the writing.
Whew, we
Oh,
gotta
no,
talk
no,
about
no, no,
schedule.
no, no. I'm not speaking to you. I
This
don't.
year's so boned.
No, Kiko.
Who put a PAX in February?
I would tell Kiko
How'd you do that?
what needed to happen.
I know that, but let me be mad at God for it.
That's
or
not
something.
me.
It's not you, I know. It's not even anybody I could probably speak to. It's just the world.
But I like that. I like that they configured this challenge in such a way that there's this gross thing.
The whole time.
Yeah, exactly. So
You really got to look at them.
where we have to run 2 healers, and they want you to cap out at 225
Yeah,
with 2 healers in.
it's totally possible.
Yeah,
Because Dinar
we
buffs,
can definitely
he's not
do it.
just a healer, he certainly buffs a lot of other
Yeah, he's
stuff.
also a client.
And Quillic is empowered buff, which I guess, he empowers 2 slots away, which Jim is 1 slot away right now. But we don't want Makos next to Jim because then that won't happen. You know what? Chat didn't say anything about it earlier, so I'm not going to touch it. We're just going to be okay with it.
Well, they may have thoughts. Sometimes they have thoughts.
Let's just do it for fun. And just say it's for fun, but really it's because I really need to see.
77.
So, oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right.
No.
All right, so the empowered buff.
I say Rick's trail is like, he empowers 1 slot away based off the number of champs 2 slots away, yes?
Oh, okay, never mind. There we go. That's it. Sometimes even opinions.
Yeah. Yeah, Makos is delivering the better buff.
I thought it was he powers 2 slots away, but it's based on 2. It's a very hard game.
Yeah. We've got,
A lot of math.
for sure, it seems like we're on a ramp here for DPS power.
I feel good and strong.
In my mind and body.
Would you say,
Me.
no, chat, is it Magpie or Mage Pie?
I would love to hear a real enunciation of this handle. I mean, I like to say Megapi, but
Magpie. Magapi. I like your version. Either way, do you have DPS numbers memorized that will get you to certain areas? I mean, I realize you just picked my DPS and it was like, that'll get you past 250, but is there a threshold that you're aware of? And I know it does change per, I guess, quest, depending on the debuffs that are applied and the amount of characters you can have out, but I'm interested.
But in Magus, people typically have calculations for a certain level of damage and a certain numeric. We've seen that in the past. It's something they understand.
Yes. I like the ambiguous they.
Yeah, Mage Pike.
Mage Pike
Is
cube.
that it?
I don't
think
know.
it is.
I think 3Play might be messing with us a little bit.
No.
It could be,
I
though.
think that's it.
I need to hear it directly from
Mage Pie cubed. I think that is it. Well, we'll find out.
There are no wrong answers besides the one that our friend with the M name.
There's no wrong answers except for the one that's incorrect. Those are the only wrong ones. The rest are great. All the right ones are good. Yeah, that Tycho Bruje is going to be nuts.
Oh, that's the name of a beverage, yeah?
Yeah, I was gone 1 week and Jeff and Eric put it together.
Nice.
It just smells really good, and it's not even beer yet.
I just desperately want to put my mouth on what Gavin and I were discussing concocting when they were here for the cider.
Oh, for the cider.
I know that that's a different process, so it's different.
It's a different
timing.
process, but it's not challenging at all. Like the cider, just like when we put together the mead, like cider is compared to beer, cider is easy peas.
Yeah. When are we doing the kombucha episode? Real question.
Well, let's see. I wonder what the state of our SCOBY is. Honestly, we may need to know.
I got a fridge scope. if
You
need
do?
one. Yeah.
Killer. Well, we could definitely put together. Maybe bring the water cooler back here.
I just realized that instead of the Pico view, like the camera on it,
Yeah.
you're gonna see it on the scope.
Yeah, you're gonna see that moist boy.
And did you watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Oh, yeah.
So
No,
you-
I've been showing Elliot Space Ghost
This
Coast
is
to
good.
Coast.
This is very important.
Oh, it
for me.
works. It nourishes the young.
The sound in the background whenever you see Zorak is like that. You always hear it. And it just sounds like bugs. I feel like that's what should be passively whenever you look at the scope. It's just.
And it's just, and the camera should just slowly pull in, and the sound should
Oh
increase.
my god! And it should start vibrating.
Oh, there we go. Are you gonna try to weaponize the hot pepper brew you made? Not weaponize it. Warn others. It's real hardcore.
I have some questions.
Yeah.
So weaponized peppers are usually because they're all oil based, right?
Yeah.
So they all will spread out in like fats. So you can like pepper spray is just effectively a very hot
Aerosol.
oil, right?
It
Or
is.
aerosol. So because this beer is not oil based for the spice, would it still burn when it gets in your eyes? I mean, all your members have to be going nuts, right?
Yeah. The capsaicin is still gonna.
Okay.
You're still gonna feel it.
Oh yeah, because
But
capsaicin
obviously,
itself is a powder.
but it wouldn't aerosolize in the same way. If you pressurized it,
You can't
You know
vape
what
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you. Oh, God.
Thanks for answering the
God,
real
you would
question.
die. Oh my God! Please don't vape this. Jesus.
There's a YouTube video of dude vaping a ghost pepper, I think. So
Did he die?
probably.
He probably wished he died.
Yeah. It wasn't on live leak, so I think he didn't die all the way.
Can you mush two disparate scobies together and expect them to get along? I don't know. I've never seen that.
I think
know
if
that
you get a SCOBY when it's young enough, like a kitten, introduce it.
yeah,
and the other SCOBY's
and
not
just
threatened.
let them hang out in there a little bit. Walnut style kombucha. Yeah, I feel like the EPA would have a kombucha like drink, but we have the jar and all the equipment and ingredients.
Yep. Sugar, water, tea.
Tea,
Mushroom.
black tea,
Mushroom.
big black tea.
I have two very large glass situations.
Carboys?
If you want to.
Do you really?
Yeah.
For this purpose?
Yes, for kombucha. If you'd like, we've been keeping them up on a shelf for long because we haven't really unsheathed the scope. But if you want to do it live on television on the internet.
Well, I'm saying that we can bring them in, and because we have Ghostly as the deputy brewer.
I didn't know that.
Ghostly
Is that a recent
no.
upgrade?
So that's the reason why we're able to have brews every week.
Hell yeah.
Is that Ghostly handles all the back end stuff.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, but among other things, Ghostly will be able to sterilize all the vessels
Hell yeah.
because he has knowledge in these ways and lots of star sand.
That's great news.
The show 1,000 Ways to Die had two stoners film themselves dying by smoking poison ivy. What the fuck?
What?
So it was a show. Was it a real show? Would you die from poison? That doesn't sound like you would.
It doesn't seem like you would, but I have
Your
no idea
lungs
what
would
that
definitely
is,
be
and I don't
bad
know
for
what
you.
happens when they burn it and you inhale it.
Yeah.
Right?
Spike TV.
We don't even know what it has when it's just a
I actually
fucking...
do.
You do?
I was a Boy Scout.
Why
They
do
told
you-
us very, very carefully never burn poison ivy because the smoke contains the oils and you will
Shit. You'll.
not die, but you'll go to the hospital.
Well, it sounds like these motherfuckers didn't do too good.
If they smoked it, you probably died.
Well, so there was like the.
Oh, yeah. But no, understand. No, the scout leaders were like, hey, don't put this in a fire you're going to be near.
Yeah.
And so we're distinguishing that from someone stuffing it into
Yeah.
something and then
A device.
burning it and then inhaling it.
Directly to taking it to the lung. I imagine you would lay down and not get back up for a long time.
Yeah, Nano, good policy there. One time,
Read that from
one
front
time at
page.
camp, they said 2 girls did that.
Oh no.
Well,
One of my
Rambina,
dad's-
don't leave us hanging.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to these girls?
One of my dad's friends owns a landscape company. He was burning some brush and inhaled poison ivy smoke. He's hospitalized for almost a week. Damn. That's worse than those off-market vape cartridges. Topical.
It's a little worse.
a little worse.
You know what I mean? The only safe way to smoke poison ivy is out of a carefully carved apple. It's like I don't think it's like fugu. Like I don't think anybody's got like the skills to.
Apples have a neutralizing agent built into their core.
Inherently, they are a friend to man.
Yes.
Picture the worst
The perfect
poison.
fruit.
Yeah. Picture the worst poison ivy rash you had on the outside. Yeah, and then put it on your alveoli. Great idea.
That was a word for me.
That was a rumor as far as you could tell. Yeah, I mean, having been to camp is a source. Camp is a rumor mine.
Poison sumac. Anything I think with poison in the name, you probably shouldn't vape. Friend of man, I made a doctor.
Put on your pasta. No, don't do it.
You could maybe. I mean, chewing it up probably better than breathing it in the lungs.
I think so.
I guess I don't know.
I do know.
Tongue could be rashed better than lungular rash, right?
I don't want any of the rashes. I don't want any of them.
You're
I
not.
want to opt out. I want to opt out of all of these rashes.
It's a checkbox.
Yeah, this one
gotta
time at
uncheck it.
LARP camp, rough.
Damn.
They were looking for something cheaper than the weed they were buying, so they smoked random plants they found in fields. They filmed it, so if they found a good one, they'd remember what it was after the trip.
I want to know if they ever succeeded in it being a positive experience.
We'd have to see the rest of these videos.
I mean, the thing is I'm sure people try to smoke every plant in existence, and
Well, yeah,
sometimes they just don't make it back.
Well, yeah. Sometimes they don't. If I could give this less than 1 star, I could.
Yeah.
Right. Some plants is just like that was a terrible idea.
$1 million idea, Yelp review, but for plants.
Just
do like the
random
1-star
plants
idea.
outside.
Didn't Darwin eat everything he discovered?
He did.
Damn. Those camp rumor mills are thick.
Yeah, kelp. Exactly right. Like, is kelp your first choice? Like, you see that stuff, you're like, I don't know, but you dry it out and you get wild.
No. He's saying kelp as the name. It's very good. See, I didn't get it at first too because I was like, yeah, kelp. And I was like, oh, kelp. Branding's there. So,
Bricks. That's A+. It's got 5 stars on kelp. I would reverse. This makes me want to sub to you.
yeah, that's you.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to
Yeah,
put my sub.
how do I give you bits?
Yeah, I want to put this sub like on your side. I want to push the sub over.
Yeah, do you remember when kale was the garnish, or kale was the shit that was inside of the buffet covering the ice? And then all of a sudden they're like, we should try to eat that too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
Okay,
They had a
well,
bunch.
It tastes like dirt, but
They had
I'll
a
do
bunch
it.
around. Do you know what I mean?
Literal bunch.
They had to figure out what to do with it after they pulled it out of the salad bar when they were just using it as a substrate.
God, the turtles thing is real. I was hoping you were being dark, ghostly, but apparently
No.
confirmed immediately that apparently the Galapagos turtles are way too tasty.
The reason they took
Apparently, the reason it took like 50.
Hold
or
on.
70
So you're back in with more facts.
A little bit.
You know a lot.
No, come. I want it. You come give it to me.
Apparently, it took about 50 to 75 years to actually get an official classification because they kept eating them on the way back home.
What the fuck? These are some flavorful creatures.
Well, if you think about it, the entire reason why Shredder hates the turtles, he just wants to dine on turtle soup, right?
Well, yeah, he's starving.
He can only digest
He knows.
turtles.
He's like, listen, I've had these small turtles and they were great. It's like, what if I could get a turtle that size?
Yeah, they'd be friends otherwise. Same with Gargamel, always eating Smurfs. Just all he wants
What the
to do.
fuck are you talking about? Are you for real?
Yeah, what?
Gargamel's trying to eat these Smurfs?
He always tries to cook them, like every episode. That's the thing. He just wants a meal. I think, right? Chat? Is it true?
Smurf chip.
Okay.
That's true? So, but listen, I was just gonna say, look at this ghostly clockwork. Yep.
Yes.
Back with more great
Anyways,
facts.
Smurf was written in 1943.
Potion of immortality, but you have actually written it
Blue
immorality.
is the best flavor. It's a very good answer to that.
Immorality is a different potion, I think. I think that's
Gargamel's
just
trying to turn them
rum.
into gold. I don't know. I remember soups happening.
Smurfs are hallucinogenic. Yeah, Smurf. I mean,
What
obviously,
would happen if you smoked a Smurf?
but we know about Smurf berries, obviously.
It's 5 o'clock,
Yeah, I was just
Jerry.
gonna say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. In fact, gathered friends,
It's 5 o'clock here.
it's 5 o'clock here. It's 5 o'clock right now. Before you, we stand as men having crossed the threshold into the Five Lands.
Yep.
Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us on the Idle Champions stream.
I had a lot of fun.
I always have a really, really good time
Let's
on
hang
these
out.
streams.
Let's be friends.
100% of the time. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out. Do not forget your big Oido Nar
Oh, yes.
gold chest for your use. Sample it. And then for more Dinar, including an investigation of some of Dinar's family troubles, come back and hang out with us
Tomorrow.
at 4:00 p.m. tomorrow as we grow very, very near to the end of the third season of the C Team. Come see us. We'll see you around.
See you around.